Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome back to the Blerdiverse. I'm back, big homie Kenny, big man Just. We back with another reaction. This time we doing Vegeta gets sent to Earth instead of Goku. If you haven't heard about Dragon Ball Z, you might be living under a rock. I mean, it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time animes. What's name got that's a lot of people's first animes that everybody's got into. Goku synonymous with the whole figure and everything. I mean, heck, you had to know about Dragon Ball Z, but this employs a different premise as far as say if instead of Goku, Vegeta went to Earth, and we're going to see how that goes down. Before we get into it, Josh, you got any words to say to the people?
Yeah, so I'm actually curious about this one because it was actually on my feed at first, and I got like a good 30 seconds into it, and I was like, all right, hold on a minute, let me save this for a reaction. Because I was like, hold on a minute, what would have been like if Vegeta did go down to Earth for a second there, like all good and everything? Because we always see the arrogant, uptight,
Prince of all Saiyans,
Prince of all Saiyans.
Yeah, man.
And right now I'm looking at Goku right now in the full Saiyan uniform. So let's see how this goes. Definitely.
True. I mean, hey, because like that's a good question. I mean, how's Vegeta going? He came to Earth and everything, and the thing is like how he's going to lose. Because my thing is when Goku came to Earth, he was still on some bullshit. But what happened is that he bumped his head, and then after that, what all that. Meanwhile,
so
Goku
that's actually why he had to do extra training just to get But they said for Vegeta, he blew through it. But I mean, yeah, we'll see it.
We'll see. I mean, Goku out here looking like Turles, but my thing is that's they done this so many times because you have Bardock as his father, and that you have Turles, which isn't even related to Goku, but he looks like Goku, which was the original Goku Black. At me on that, yeah. But yeah. So heck, let's for further ado.
I wonder if they got Radix in this joint, where he's actually cool with Radix.
He probably might be. Let's get into it.
Vegeta Densai is the story if Vegeta was sent to Earth instead of Goku. The artist and author is Dragon Garo Lee, the same artist who did Dragon Ball vs. One Punch Man. We've covered that. This is the story of Earthling Vegeta. If the roles were swapped, instead of Bardock trying to hold off Frieza as he destroyed planet Vegeta, you actually see King Vegeta there trying to stop Frieza. And in a final attempt, he sends Vegeta off to planet Earth to save his life. This story starts out with basically Dragon Ball, but instead of Goku, you have Vegeta going through all of the adventures that Goku did in the original Dragon Ball story. However, Vegeta, since he is the elite, is so insanely powerful that he breezes through the entirety of the story with ease. All of the...
I mean, that's the thing about it, because remember, even though in later terms, when we meet Goku, Vegeta later on, Goku always gets the upper hand because pro-tag bullshit. But Vegeta is a Saiyan elite. I mean, I know he always raps about that shit. I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. I'm the Saiyan elite. I'm the top of the top, the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, all that other bullshit. But he really is that nigga.
Start off? He gave Goku the work when he came. If we're being honest, Goku did lose.
The thing is, on the reason. Yeah, because the only thing that happened is because remember, the only thing, the most iconic moments when they had that beam battle. And my thing is Goku had to use a multiplier he had never used before, which had a bunch of drawbacks and everything just to get ahead of that nigga. And it didn't put him in the dirt. It pushed him back. But at that, when he went grade 8 and all that other stuff, it still took a lot for them just to get that man Vegeta to step off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, after then power scalings and all the other bullshit, because but yeah. But heck, bro, let's get back to it.
Characters that were difficult for Goku to defeat, for Vegeta, it is nothing, and he makes easy work of every opponent in the original Dragon Ball, including Mercenary Tao, King Piccolo, and...
my thing is, that's the thing about it is Goku, we give him credit because it's the hard work, everything. I'm wrong, he's always he's automatically gonna get the pro tag BS power up sometimes. But
Yeah.
like the thing is, he was still doing all that. Imagine, because like my thing is, when they showed Vegeta back when he was little, like what's saying training and everything, he was able to take on Cybermen effortlessly.
Yeah.
Even though Cybermen like were like, because I remember when they were first introduced, and they said they were all equivalent to one Raditz.
That is true. That is true. So that even builds a show. Wow.
Yeah, like
Vegeta really was much stronger than Raditz. I mean, dang.
Like as a kid, mind you. Now we're not talking about like as an adult. As a kid,
Yeah.
this man was sparring against like 5 different Cybermen, handling niggas effortlessly. While this man Raditz, as a grown ass man, was equivalent to power level of one of them. She did that nigga, bro.
Garlic Jr. He also learns the Kamehameha after just seeing it once, similar to Goku from Matt.
I mean, that is after
one time.
I mean, I think Goku did the same shit, but this is crazy that one time. I mean, imagine. My thing is, one thing I do applaud about Vegeta, he at least has his own original attacks.
Yeah.
Every single attack, the Gallic Gun,
Big Bang,
Final Flash, Final Shine, Dirty Tricks, all that. That's all his own original shit that he came up with and everything.
It's so funny because I saw a meme one time how like I can't even remember what it was. It was just like they showed like Goku's arsenal, Kamehameha wave. And then they showed Vegeta's Big Bang, Final Flash, Gallic Gun, this, that, and the third. And they were like, I mean, look at how much this man trains. And I was just like, dang. Yeah, Goku only has one true, like, I mean, plus the Spirit Bomb, but I mean, he needs hella people for that, though.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, like, did you ever watch TFS when they were hot? Like, Team 4 Star?
Oh, man.
But basically, like Team 4 Star, they did like an abridged version of Dragon Ball Z and everything.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So like it was like I remember during the Cell games and everything, that was like the last arc they did and everything. Yeah. They were talking about he was fighting like in the canon anime, Goku's fighting Cell, and he's like, "You're not gonna beat me with your stolen techniques." And in the abridged version, Cell comes back. You're not, but saying you are the one to talk because you have nothing but stolen techniques. Because my thing is the Kamehameha, Master Roshi came up with that. The Kaioken, the Spirit Bomb, that was all made by King Kai.
Yeah.
What's the name of the Solar Flare? That's Tien's move. Instant Transmission, that's Yardradian move.
Yeah. Like, if we're being honest, the only original thing he kind of has is just like, literally, just like an energy ball.
Dragon Fist,
an energy ball.
Like the Dragon Fist, well, the sad thing is Dragon Fist is in canon, but like in like that's the only original move Goku has that isn't somebody else's technique that he's made his own.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Dang, Goku. This man is Kakashi. This man is Kakashi.
He said, "Hey man, the man of 1,000 jutsu, the man of 1,000 stolen different techniques and everything."
Oh man.
Sure.
All right.
Master Roshi. And with the Red Ribbon Army, Vegeta simply wipes out the entirety of the Red Ribbon Army like they're nothing. Vegeta goes on all the adventures with Bulma in the original Dragon Ball, and here Vegeta can fly on his own. He doesn't need Nimbus to get around. He is super overpowered. King Piccolo is a literal joke to Vegeta, who makes quick and easy work of him, just completely decimating him in battle. With Mercenary Tao takes Bulma as a hostage and threatens Vegeta. So Vegeta points to Mercenary Tao and literally just blows off his arm. During this Tenkaichi tournament, Vegeta faces off against Piccolo as we know him today, and he's a joke. Vegeta completely mops the floor with Piccolo and has the opportunity to destroy him, but lets him live because Vegeta understands that.
Damn. Because like I remember this fight too, like it was tooth and nail with him and Goku. They were going back and forth, and you think like Goku was about to take the L and everything because he just hit that man with a beam that went through him, and then Goku comes back.
He had a whole chest. I remember we were looking at a big hole in his chest for like 3 episodes straight.
It was like right here, like what's it? Well, not like it was like in this area, like what's in like shoulder to what's the name area was like a good hole right here, and he was still fighting this man and everything. And then came back around with the. That is another one. Okay, I'll give him credit. That's another one of Goku's original techniques. Is like the in my opinion, I feel like that's like the predated Dragon Fist, but it's like the little Ozaru punch through.
Oh, I thought you were about to talk about his little version of like where he like has like clones of himself.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, well, everybody does that, but like that's an original technique. Like Roshi's taught them that.
Yeah, I know.
But like, what's him? Like like back in Dragon Ball, like he's fighting King Piccolo and everything. That like he used the blast, he punches for, and you see like the Ozaru behind him as far as like the energy power and everything that he punches through.
Yeah,
like that's the technique. I feel like that's the predated Dragon Fist, but yeah.
Piccolo has a lot of room to grow, and he feels like it would be a waste to just destroy an opponent who has the potential to grow in the future and be a solid fighter. There's also this funny little quirk where Vegeta accidentally proposes to Bulma, and she accepts almost immediately, and the announcer of the tournament announces that Vegeta has officially proposed to Bulma. So they get married in a similar fashion to the way that Goku married Chi-Chi. Okay. So that's basically a quick summary of what happens in Vegeta Densai during the Dragon Ball era. But I know what you guys are most interested in, and that's Vegeta's fight with Nappa and Kakarot. So we just very recently reviewed Dragon Ball After, in which Goku gets hit on the back of the head and he reverts to his evil Saiyan self. This is going to be yet another version of an evil Saiyan Goku. This time he comes to Earth, and Vegeta is the Earthling who's here to defend it. So now we start at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z as Raditz comes to Earth. But this time, Vegeta is so powerful that Raditz is a literal joke to him. And Vegeta...
remember when literally both Goku and Piccolo had to team up just to fight Raditz, bro.
And
they barely beat him.
They barely beat him. Like, it wasn't like, oh, they teamed up and were able to handle that man.
Goku had to die just to beat him.
Goku had to die. Goku had to literally lay his life on the line for that to happen. They had to literally sit there and let this man Piccolo gain up all the power for that special being cannon and everything. But my thing is, remember, as far as Vegeta versus Goku, Vegeta as a child was able to because they showed it's canon, effortlessly demolish Cybermen who were on Raditz's level as a grown-ass man. So that means when Raditz came to Earth, he was probably not expecting smoke, but he got every little bit of smoke.
Because I remember that one. I remember when literally like when they both did the square off, and Raditz literally just like he disappeared behind them and hit both of them in the back. And they were just like, oh, he's so fast.
Hey, wait, where did that come from? This big
and they were weak just from that one punch where he just went like literally like that. And I was like,
facts.
Dang.
That man, like I said, Raditz was, I mean, hey, that shows to show you how strong this man Vegeta really is.
And the intro to those to that version of the show was fire too. It was like a red version, and you just saw them running. I was like, yo, okay.
Oh, see, I mean, hey, bro. I mean, it was like hip hop, rock, or whatever. It's like,
it was like a mix of rock. It was like, I was like, this is fire.
I mean, it's a lot better than that bullshit they came out with later on. That was
that Kai joint.
I'll give you strength. You give me love.
Like, I wasn't
really. I mean, my
the original was always fire.
Like, my thing is, I thought when they did Kai, I thought it was like, okay, you're gonna like, you know how you see those clips where it looks like all new and shit, and it has like newer animation and everything.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna do that with Kai, but like still keep everything the same. Like as far as that, I'm like, oh, I'm okay with that. Like, cause I've seen some of those clips, and clips look fire because like they have them new colored up, looks more modern with the animation and everything, and it still looks crisp. But like Kai was bullshit. I mean, it was just trying to bring the kids, but yeah.
Not only that, but you know, the voice actors kind of, I don't know. It was like they kind of, and don't get me wrong, I love Chris Sabat. He's done like a great job, but what he was doing initially when he was like kind of like doing the raspy voice with Vegeta back in the day, that was so much fire than this deep voice.
You will not escape my wrath.
Yeah, because before that it was Ryan Drummond, I think. I can't remember.
I mean, hey, him, Sean Schimmel.
Oh yeah. Sean Schimmel.
Yeah, Goats.
kills Raditz without even giving it a second thought. However, Raditz's scouter sends the information to Nappa and Kakarot, who will be coming to Earth in search of the Dragon Balls. And they also will be coming, obviously, to fight Vegeta. Now this Goku, this version of Kakarot, is basically one that obviously he is not a Saiyan elite, but as Nappa explains in this story, he has had so many Zenkai boosts from his constant near-death experiences and constant battle that he has pretty much become the most powerful Saiyan right now. He is so unbelievably strong.
Okay. So I'm about to say they have to do something to balance this out a little bit.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just like how it's like if Goku still had all like what's name his training and everything else, like he's taking some ass whoopings, but he came back with it and everything.
He had to come back and just be able to he had to be able to throw some hands.
Yeah, like my thing is because the difference between them beforehand, Vegeta had pure talent, pure inherited talent, skill, all the other bullshit.
Yeah,
like because my thing is in this whole thing, they never mentioned once that he saw some of the techniques, but he never really trained.
Yeah, because he was the prince. He was a prince. He didn't have to train. I mean, he was born from like strong blood and everything, But I mean, as a low class, you better be fighting out there.
Yeah, and
so it makes sense. You better be out there putting your life on the line for like your planet and everything. So that makes sense.
It makes sense.
He's stronger than Nappa. Nice. He didn't have all these weaklings to fight on Earth. Instead, he's been having all these crazy battles throughout space, like Vegeta had done, and through all of his Zenkai boosts has become the most powerful Saiyan. Now, Vegeta, the Earthling, is going to stand up against Nappa and Kakarot. And pretty much we get the same dialogue that we had in Dragon Ball Z, except obviously the roles are swapped. Vegeta even calling himself an Earthling and saying he's going to protect this planet. So Nappa and Vegeta will start off. However, there is no Tien, Piccolo, Krillin, or Gohan or anyone else to go up against Nappa first. So Vegeta will just simply take them on both by himself. As Vegeta powers up, his power level is 13,000. And Nappa knows that there's no way he can defeat Vegeta, so he asks Kakarot, what should I do? And Kakarot says, don't be a wimp, don't be a coward, just fight him anyway. And in doing so, Nappa gets completely and utterly destroyed by Vegeta, getting kicked around, tossed around, knocked into mountains, punched in the gut.
Same thing.
Painful attacks from Vegeta as Nappa gets completely and utterly decimated at Vegeta's hands. Now the battle between Vegeta and Kakarot is about to take place, and this is a very, very epic battle. Very dynamic, lots of back and forth, and this Kakarot is merciless and powerful. Bulma's scouter reads that Kakarot's power level is only 5,500, so Vegeta should easily have the upper hand, but as Kakarot powers up, it turns out that he can control his power level, unlike Vegeta was basically able to do on Earth. This Kakarot can, and he is far stronger than Vegeta. Vegeta goes in to attack Kakarot, but
so how he about to win? Because my thing is, think about this. He's never done any training, and also he did not die.
He didn't die.
And if he didn't die, he never met King Kai. And if he never met King Kai, where's the Kaioken?
He didn't do Kaioken, and he doesn't know. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Let's see how this goes.
Kakarot just dodges everything, starts wailing on Vegeta, who's taking damage and getting knocked all over the place. Vegeta cannot keep up with Kakarot, and he's pulling out everything in his arsenal, all sorts of blasts, trying anything that he can, but he's completely overwhelmed. Now this is an interesting
don't be
fight
number two
Vegeta,
and then this one
basically
too.
Throughout the entirety of
because like my thing is, think about this. He's ran through everybody. He's gotten stronger as he's grown up and everything, of course, and everything. And he's done like probably like he's learned some techniques and everything, but he hasn't really trained. Like he's probably trained to keep his body and like what's in peak physical form and everything, but he hasn't trained like the original Vegeta would do, because like what's the name? He's like, oh yeah, I'm the same elite and everything and all that. On top of that, Goku, like I said, they said he's a low level, like he's always been, but he's went there and fought everybody. So he's not like, oh, he's fighting the niggas on Earth. He's fighting niggas in space, here, there, here, there, running through these niggas. He's been taking.
You gotta also remember that's saying blood. You want to fight. You want to fight. You want to see how strong you are. And because like he keeps on getting stronger, and it's the brink of death, man. Like the dude said, it's that the Zenkai, man. And it's just like it keeps going. But Vegeta, man, I don't know.
I'm wondering how you gonna pull this out. Either he gonna take this. Either he's gonna die, or the Earth is blown up, or something.
They better not pull out like Super Saiyan right here and everything for him.
If they do, that'd be a bit of an ass fool, bro. That's gonna be a big ass fool. Because my thing is, like my thing is Super Saiyan is supposed to be triggered by intense emotion and everything and all that. Cool. But the thing is, as far as like after it happened the first time, like everybody started to do it afterward, and that they gotta go to the Trunks, and that they don't get me started on that bullshit and Super. Like, oh, I feel a tingly feeling in my back. I can go Super Saiyan right now.
Bro, that made me so angry. I was just like, what does your back have to do with anything? Like, what does your back have to do with the energy? Like, doesn't it?
It's supposed to be like an emotional thing, like what's the name, all that. Like you're supposed to be able to do it and everything. But that like after I'll say probably like at the end of Z, like because my thing is Goten and both Trunks could do it.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah. So how he about
of this story, every opponent he's ever had has been a complete joke to him.
Yeah.
This is the first real opponent he's ever had, but he's also enjoying it as he wipes the blood from his mouth. He's getting excited. That Saiyan blood within him is boiling. And he uses the Taioken to blind Kakarot, flies toward him with a punch, counter that punch with his eye.
The solar flare.
Okay.
He's I thought I heard it say, I was like, nigga, what? Where?
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on now, don't do that.
Eyes closed.
Yeah.
Remarking that the Taioken attack is interesting and he should add it to his own list of moves. Vegeta uses his technique where he points his finger and destroys someone like he did to Mercenary Tao, but as he does it, Kakarot just literally goes oof, and it does nothing, and Vegeta cannot believe it. The battle continues as Vegeta is getting completely annihilated. He screams and powers up and charges up a full power blast, rocketing at Kakarot, who takes the blast and just punches it away. He says he could feel his bones rattling from that attack, and Vegeta is completely lost. The expression on his face, he knows that if Kakarot can easily deflect his most powerful blast, he really doesn't have a chance. Kakarot calls Vegeta a disappointment, and Vegeta lays there on the ground literally crying, saying this wasn't how it was supposed to go. As Kakarot points his fingers to Vegeta, getting ready to destroy him, someone appears, and it is actually Korin. Now, Korin pleads with Kakarot to hold on a minute, and he's going to do something to Vegeta.
I'd better not see what I think I'm about to see, but that'd be the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. You know what's about to happen?
The sensu beans, bro.
He about to get this nigga a sensu bean, and he get a Zenku. That's a Zen. That he gets the boost right there.
And you know, it's just like, has he even met Korn? Well, okay, I understand. Korn watches over everything, so it's just like Vegeta has taken down most of the opponents that have come to Earth, and like all the people that want to destroy it. So
I mean,
I guess that's where Korn is just like, I can sympathize with him because that's
he probably met him one time. Because my thing is, he had the whole mercenary Tao thing, and that like he had to help the village out. Like he said, they went through the same adventures as Goku, except instead of Goku struggling and have them do this and train and all that other stuff, he's running through niggas. So he probably did step by one time, but that's it. But we gonna see what's gonna happen, because I feel like he's about to do the if he does a sensu bean thing, that's gonna be like the quickest hacks thing ever. But it makes sense because like my thing is gonna be like a big power up from that shit. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You already know what's about to happen.
Make him strong.
Yeah.
To make Vegeta a fun opponent for Kakarot to fight. Now, Kakarot in this story has pretty much taken on the Vegeta personality, and that the idea of fighting a more powerful opponent is interesting, so he's going to allow it. And what Korin does is he gives Vegeta the sacred water. This is what Goku drank in Dragon Ball. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you much stronger. It basically unleashes a lot of your hidden potential. Vegeta survives it, obviously, gets up, and he looks at his hands as he notices that the power is bursting from within him. He also says that he feels surprisingly calm. We have heard that line from Goku before as he gets a massive power up like on Namek, and he's like, for whatever reason, I feel surprisingly calm, even though I feel like I'm bursting with energy. Korin offers a senzu bean to Vegeta, who turns it down because he wants to fight fairly, and so the battle continues. Now it's a little bit more even as Vegeta is able to land attacks on Kakarot, and you can see Kakarot smiling, enjoying this. The battle is highly intense, and Kakarot laughs and smiles, saying, "This is the fight that I've longed for. My body's trembling with excitement." So we know that Saiyans love battle, and the best battle between Saiyans is when both people are of equal power. That's when their blood can boil, they can go all out, and they're basically having the time of their lives right now. Kakarot somehow can read the power of Vegeta, who is now over 20,000 power, but as Kakarot goes full power as well, it seems like Kakarot is having the upper hand once again, blasting Vegeta, who creates a barrier to deflect the energy, but Kakarot appears behind him, saying that that was a waste of energy, dodging Vegeta's kick and landing some blows. Kami explains that Vegeta is trying to think ahead, meanwhile Kakarot is adapting as the fight progresses, giving him the upper hand. Basically, because of all of Kakarot's battles throughout space, throughout his entire life, he's learned to adapt to new.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, the thing is, Goku does get better with every fight.
Yeah, not only that, but it's just like he like you just said, he adapts through the fight and everything, and it's just like, jeez, man.
I mean, yeah, bro.
They better not pull something out of like their ass for Vegeta, man.
I mean, they can't.
I mean,
like,
plot armor, yeah.
You already just did pull something out of his ass that got him up to that level and everything. Because my thing is, he's on Goku's level a little bit now, even though Goku full power still has a little bit of an edge on him. But it's not like before. It's not like oh, you can't even touch me, my nigga, edge. You can throw some hands, but I'm gonna still eat them bitches, and you gonna take this shit back.
Literally, it's just like, I like that shit. Let's run
it.
It's like some Kampachi Zaraki stuff where it's just like you get sliced for the first time. It's just like let's really fight.
Okay, I like that shit, nigga. Let's run it.
He starts like jumping on his toes and everything.
Like, come on, let's go in, bro. I'm trying to go, bro.
Opponents. However, even though Vegeta is taking a lot of damage, he's staying focused and he's not giving up hope yet. They go at it again at equal power, creating explosions of damage as they fist fight into absolute oblivion, shooting blasts, dodging, teleporting around, kicking each other. Vegeta gets the upper hand with a nice little combo here, kicking Kakarot and then firing a Gallic gun, and then he's able to fly in for a devastating punch. I love that art shot there. Vegeta flies in to continue his attack, but Kakarot keeps on his toes. He's loving this fight with Vegeta as they trade blows hand in hand, fist in fist, taking damage. And Kakarot mocks Vegeta, saying his punches still lack power, returning with a very powerful punch and then charging up a massive amount of ki. Now what we're going to get into is the classic beam struggle of Vegeta and Kakarot. But unlike Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta never died and never met King Kai, so he does not have the Kaioken. But he does have the Kamehameha, and he does have his friends in his memories on his side, as Kakarot charges up a blast so powerful that it has the power to destroy Earth. And we get a new technique out of Kakarot here. This is not Kamehameha, it's not Gallic Gun, it's some attack where he puts his fists together. I love that Dragon Garo Lee did this. It's like, what would Kakarot use if he never learned Kamehameha? Well, it's this technique. Vegeta fires back with a full power Kamehameha and their energies clash. Kakarot can't believe that Vegeta has a move so powerful. However, his new move, whatever it's called, has a second stage to it, and he twists his arms, doubling, I guess, the power of his blast. As Vegeta starts getting pushed back, Korin says Vegeta has not used his full power yet, and Vegeta searches deep within him, just drawing out an unbelievable amount of power, overwhelming Kakarot, sending him up into the sky as the blast explodes. Vegeta lands on his back laughing, saying, I won. He defeated Kakarot. He can't even believe it. I think that was a little bit of an ass pull, as Vegeta just literally doubled the power of his blast out of nowhere. There's no Kaioken or anything.
Like, my thing is, you said, hey man, like, let's say, it's like that one anime meme. It said, everything gangster till he said, I believe in myself. I have my friends behind me. And then at that, the nigga out of nowhere searches deep, and that just pulls out some part. Because my thing is, no Kaioken, nothing. You said, nigga says, believe in yourself, Vegeta. You know what? That nigga spitting facts.
It's so wild, bro. That's so wild. And he overwhelmed the guy. Like, he was just little.
And my thing is, because like, my thing is, he attacked him and everything. That he increased the power of it. That Vegeta, the only thing says, I believe in myself. Yeah. I'm like,
I will say one thing. I do like the movement with that. Like, it's an on and off switch, and it's just like, just twist his arm. Like, okay, that's tough. But that was an ass pull for real.
Ass pull like a motherfucker.
like that, but Korin gives him a senzu. I'm not sure if he eats it. It looks like he does. Kakarot lands. He's still alive, very similar to Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. And this is a very pissed off Kakarot who starts swinging and pummeling Vegeta, who's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't understand where Kakarot is getting this energy from. But it seems like his punches have slowed down. They continue to trade massive blows on each other, and they don't understand how the other one is still standing at this point. Vegeta comes up with a plan, and that's to change his stance in order to throw off the guard of Kakarot because he thinks a blast is coming, but it's not. And Vegeta fakes him out, dashing towards Kakarot, landing tons and tons of hits. Kakarot throwing up blood there. How epic is this battle between these two? Kakarot punches Vegeta right in the ribs, and it looks like it breaks his ribs. Vegeta tries to kick, but Kakarot is dodging everything and lands a devastating punch right in Vegeta's face, sending him to the ground. Although Vegeta put up a tremendous fight, Vegeta has lost this battle. Even in Vegeta Densai, in this fan story, Vegeta still can't catch a break and still loses to Goku or Kakarot. Kakarot is the victor, and he gets ready to destroy Vegeta, who accepts his fate, but then Kakarot starts laughing. And as Vegeta questions, "Why didn't you kill me?" Kakarot reveals that he's the first person to actually make him feel alive. It pushed him beyond his limits, and it would be a waste to kill Vegeta. So Kakarot actually has plans for Vegeta. Now that Nappa is dead, Vegeta could join him as a partner, and their new plan, what Kakarot wants to do, is to take on Frieza. And so
Same thing.
Same shit, except what's saying, I mean, heck, they do this differently and everything and all that. And after that, heck, man, we're trying to take it to the next level because he's like, I'm trying to be in Frieza's thumb. We got to go take over Frieza. I mean, ain't no scouters here, so Frieza don't know what the fuck's up. I mean, motherfucker, he already heard about the Dragon Ball, so he's probably on the way to damn it. But the thing is, with these two on that level right there, they can train on the way there. Yeah. They get there and run through niggas.
Because I remember before literally Goku got to like Planet Namek, he was training his ass off.
Yes.
And that was what like literally helped him go toe to toe with Frieza.
Yeah, and like the thing is, with those two together pushing each other to the next limit, that was Goku by himself.
Especially like this,
right
where Goku's like already 100. Yo, it's like shit for real, man.
Shoot, bro,
Vegeta agrees to join Kakarot, leave the planet, and basically head towards Frieza. The rest of Vegeta Densai is basically Kakarot and Vegeta flying throughout space, fighting Frieza's army, and basically going from there. But I don't think that this story was ever finished. I don't think that they ever actually got to the point where they fought Frieza himself. I think that the author, Dragon Garo Lee, moved on to bigger and better things. But this was such a fantastic story. I absolutely loved how Dragon Garo Lee really went into depth and detail from the beginning of Dragon Ball all throughout the Saiyan saga, swapping the roles of Vegeta and Goku. We got to see an Earthling Vegeta, how his life would have turned out, how his adventures in Dragon Ball would have turned out, and a Goku who was born a Saiyan and stayed a Saiyan, one that never came to Earth, a battle-born warrior, basically with the personality of Vegeta, slightly different, but similar. This was such an awesome story. Thank you guys for stopping by. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon for the next video.
Hey, man, that was dope as fuck.
That was fire.
I mean, heck, I wish it had an ending, like if they went the whole way through and everything and that they reversed it.
I thought that was what they were going to do. I didn't even think that battle between both of them was going to be that long. I thought they were going to do that and kind of go somewhere close to the Super Saiyan sagas and everything, but it's all good. This was still satisfying.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it wasn't like because my thing is, it doesn't make it made sense why Goku was able to do that because he had some stuff to all that. Because I think you have a Kaioken, you have a Spirit Bomb, and all the other shit that can keep pushing this man back who's on another level. Vegeta didn't have all that. There's no, I mean, unless like you keep giving sensu beans every time he's starting to take an L, and that's
like Vegeta here.
Yeah,
but I like how he turned it down. He was just like, that's still Vegeta's little pride thing, you know, like, it's like, I don't think I'll take the sensu bean. I'll fight him fair because you don't need him. He's high class, right?
Yeah, but, man, high class.
But I honestly, I would have loved to see this animated.
Facts. Big facts. Heck, man. Heck, bruh. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. That was If Vegeta Had Landed on Earth. Heck, bro, it was a great-ass story. We both enjoyed it. Other than that, we signing off. Take care. See you another reaction. Any final words to say to people, Just?
See y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe, and we got some more content coming for y'all. Just stay tuned.
All right, bet. Peace.